स्टार्ट इट। पहले मैं 100 पे बोल रहा हूँ, ये आपको इंग्लिश डिक्टेशन टेस्ट नंबर 12 के नाम से मिल जाएगा। @100 और फिर नेक्स्ट सिटी पे बोलूँगा उसके बाद। स्टार्ट इट। Honorable members, the bill has already been introduced. The issue whether or not the bill has been introduced in violation of Article 3 requires interpretation of the provisions of the Constitution. Honorable members would appreciate that interpretation of the provisions of the Constitution is primarily the responsibility of the court of law. Also, the point raised does not relate to regulating the business of the House. Honorable members, as you are aware, the House would now vote the demands for grants railways for the year 2014-15. Although Rule 331G of the Rules of Procedure has been suspended to enable the House to pass the demands for grants without the same being referred to the departmentally related standing committee. The demands would, however, stand referred to the standing committee on railways after it has been constituted for examination and report to the House so that the committee can make suitable recommendations which may be used in the preparation of demands for grants for the next year. Presenting the budget for the year 2014-15 on 10 July 2014, the Minister of Finance, Minister of Corporate Affairs and Minister of Defence said that 2 years of sub 5% growth in the Indian economy has resulted in a challenging situation. Addressing the distinguished gathering, the President of India, Sri Pranab Mukherjee, recalled the distinguished parliamentarians who have been recipients of the prestigious award in the past and said the award honors our finest parliamentarians who have upheld the dignity of the House and have set exemplary precedents in parliamentary conduct. He called upon the parliamentarians to do everything possible to uphold the prestige, honor and dignity of Parliament. The Vice President said that a good debater is one who has the power to persuade, impress and transform and has the capacity to touch the audience emotionally and possibly even bring about a change of mind. He said that an outstanding parliamentarian, besides possessing these virtues in ample measure, is thoroughly familiar with the rules, procedures and precedents of the House. The Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi highlighted the importance of the combination of three qualities: leadership, action and speech, as essential in the making of an outstanding parliamentarian. Lok Sabha Speaker Srimati Sumitra Mahajan observed that the outstanding parliamentarian award is bestowed upon such parliamentarians who have made invaluable contributions and set exemplary precedents and high standards in the discharge of their parliamentary duties. We have included this event in this issue as part of the future parliamentary events and activities. We also carry in this issue the other regular features, namely procedural matters, parliamentary and constitutional developments, sessional review, recent literature of parliamentary interest and appendix. In our constant pursuit of making the journal more enriching and useful, we always invite and welcome suggestions for its further improvement. We also welcome informative and non-partisan articles pertaining to parliamentary procedures and institutions from members of parliament, state legislatures, scholars, and all others interested in the field. Honorable members, the incidents of disorderly conduct on the part of a few members in Lok Sabha during the proceedings of the House since yesterday is very unfortunate. All of us are very much pained with the ruckus caused in the House over the past few days. We may be in disagreement with the government on some issues. We may be hurt due to certain actions and conduct on the part of the honorable members. There are several ways in which members can resort to express their views. One hurts somebody's ego and then the other one cause disruptions. This is uncalled for. We should not go against the decorum of the House. People have voted us not to violate laws or rules in the House bottom, make legislations for the welfare of people and the nation at large. After being elected as a member of parliament, we expect that our respect should be maintained as this is our privilege. At the same time, we must not forget that it is also incumbent upon the members to conduct themselves in a dignified manner in observation of the rules. One must not show placards or raise any slogan in the House. It is not fair and proper to reach the well of the House and to conduct oneself in an undignified manner, whether inside or outside the House, directly or indirectly. It is enjoined upon all the honorable members of the House to maintain decorum, dignity, and in order in the House, to abide by the same, to uphold the dignity of the House. In fact, the term democracy itself means self-discipline. When we ourselves cause disorder and chaos, this leads to several uncalled for episodes and incidents. Allegations and counter-allegations are hurled upon one another, which hurts every citizen of the country and erodes democratic values as well. It is of utmost significance for members of parliament to abide by the standards of discipline and decency to maintain the decorum of parliament. The attention of the members is invited towards the provisions made in the rules of procedure and conduct of business in Lok Sabha, wherein parliamentary customs, conventions, and etiquette are laid down, and the same is brought to the notice of the members through bulletin part second every day. I would like to request all the honorable members that they should take a resolve that they will not enter the well of the House or will not display placards in the House in any way whatsoever. Besides, they will raise their concerns from their own seats and invariably maintain the dignity of the House. Honorable members, the whole country watches us closely as to how we conduct ourselves in the House. Therefore, I urge upon the leaders of all political parties to ask their members to desist from incident behavior in the House. I would request all the leaders as well as the honorable members to cooperate in the smooth functioning of the House. It is all the more serious issue if we are not inclined to respect even the person sitting in the chair. 1010 वर्ड है, 100 की स्पीड है. कंटेंट आपको अपर लेवल का है, मॉडरेट से भी ऊपर है, और ये आपको इंग्लिश डिक्टेशन टेस्ट 12 के नाम से मिल जाएगा. 80 पे लिखेंगे. Started. Sir, each anniversary of independence is scared to the country. On each anniversary, we remember our freedom fighters. On this day, we recall the builders of modern India. Today, standing on the scared soil of Red Fort, I recall 1857 when our first freedom fighters came to this Red Fort. I recall 1945 when soldiers of the Indian National Army were prosecuted here. Their only crime was that they fought for the freedom of the motherland. In 1947, at this very place, Panditji hosted the flag of independent India. Today, when we are assembled here, we remember the ideals, the principles, the values, and the dreams which inspired our freedom fighters to win freedom for the country. Today, all of us assembled here rededicate ourselves to that cause. On this 14th anniversary, we naturally think not only of the events of the last 1 year, but of the last 40 years. At the same time, we look forward to the future as well. Our elders got us freedom and entrusted us with the responsibility of safeguarding and maintaining that freedom. It is our responsibility to protect it. During these 4 decades, we faced many situations, a number of threats, and also pressures. We faced conspiracies, we faced aggressions. We did not bend. We protected the unity and integrity of India with our courage, our blood, and our sacrifices. We showed to the world that India is strong, India is one, and it cannot be divided. We demonstrated to the world that no one can enslave us again. We made it clear that nobody can weaken the unity of India. We made it evident that no sacrifice is too big for the security of our country, the independence of our country, and the unity of our country. No amount of labor, no amount of sacrifice is too big a price to pay for this purpose. Our soldiers, our officers give the best years of their lives to guard our frontiers and to defend us. In return, we look after them, we provide them with the best of weaponry, and ammunition. We see to it that they get the best tools. We are pleased to do so. The freedom of India means the freedom of the people. The freedom of India means that we should strengthen the roots of democracy and hold impartial elections in which every citizen can participate. We conduct parliament in such a way that the voice of the people of India is listened to and which looks after and builds the future of the country. The meaning of free India is that it has an independent judiciary and rule of law. Free India means that it has a free and unfettered press. But it is not so easy to protect democracy, especially when we find that there are people who endanger our freedom through irresponsibility and indiscipline, who show disrespect to the Constitution and its institutions through their behavior. Still, we have demonstrated that the roots of democracy in our country are deep. Our people must remain alert. It is only a government based on democracy that can function in a country like India. Our great economic achievements have been acclaimed all over the world. Gandhiji had taught us that the process of development and the task of building the country should begin with the poor people by eradicating poverty. He taught us that the moral duties should be kept in the forefront in our national life. We have taken the country forward towards these very objectives. Eradication of poverty has been given highest priority. We have used our entire energy in eradicating poverty. Indraji gave a call for eradicating poverty. She brought about a new awakening in the country, as a result of which there was reduction in poverty. Because of her new economic program and other programs for rural development, be it NREP or IRDP or any other, there has been improvement in the lives of the poor people of the country. We see that the picture has changed during the last 40 years. 40 years ago, 2/3 of India's population was below the poverty line. Today, 2/3 of the population has come above the poverty line. This achievement is due to our anti-poverty programs. They have also smashed the hold of feudalism. Eradication of poverty has been carried forward through the Green Revolution. As a result, in just a few years' time, things have improved considerably on the forfeiters. As earlier there was drought 21 years ago, Prime Minister had to seek food grains from foreign countries. How small she felt when she has to bow down to others for food grains. It was then that she decided that never again would India appeal to foreign countries for food grains. She overruled her technocrats and her other advisors and took steps which brought about the Green Revolution in the northwestern part of the country. Indraji's foresight and hard work of farmers produced these desired results. 827 वर्ड है, 80 की स्पीड है, फ्लेक्सेशन ना के बराबर है, पुलिस को गैप दिया गया है और ये इंग्लिश डिक्टेशन 12 @ 80 के नाम से आपको मिल जाएगा सॉफ्टवेयर के अंदर.